Hello everybody, it's Stippling Vaughn, and we got another package that came in. And I'd forgotten about this one. Actually, I didn't forget about it. What it was, I didn't think it was coming as fast as it did. I started to do this video already, where I actually cut it open. But I'd forgotten to black out my address, flip the box over, and dox myself. So, this is the abridged version, or the edited version, not even the edited version, take two. Okay, that's what this is. So, package came in from Genuine Comics. Wasn't sure who it was. Then I saw that it was coming from the Netherlands. And when it came from the Netherlands, like, I think I know which one it is. I think it's Perfect 10. That was closed out. The campaign was completely closed out during Michael Bancroft's show. So, when I got it, it didn't look like a Gemini mailer. But it was coming from Netherlands, so I figured this is the European version of it. It's still just as good. You take a look at it. It's got, it's got the excess here, and so it's still got this fold over. So it's still going to be, if you're getting something from the Netherlands or over in Europe, and they're using this type of mailer, or if it's Michael Bancroft's Lucent, it's probably going to come in a mailer like this. Okay, open it up, and yes, we have Perfect 10, and I backed it, so I got issue 1, and I got issue 2. Okay, so I got that level, but I had also gotten it where it came with the Power Trip, and I was like, and so I got that. I was surprised. It also came with, I didn't see it when I backed it, it also came with the Art of Genuine Comics, Heroes and Villains. Genuine Comics is the publishing logo they go with, and it comes with all the extras. Now, I'd seen this campaign reviewed by Andy Smith. He backed it, and it came in. And when it came in, one of the things I was surprised about, that I was like, oh wow, is it comes with this standee of Perfect 10. And it has the ability, so you can either have it flat, you can unfold it, but still, nice standee. Liked it. Again, this is one thing that's neat about Indiegogo campaigns. Is everybody's doing their own individual campaigns, so they all come up with their own individual perks. So it's not like you're going to be getting the exact same thing from every single book. Okay, it's not a cookie cutter formula of what you're going to get per campaign. So again, this is one of the things that they're doing is completely different from everybody else. It helps them stand out. When you think about it, if they continue to do their books, I could see them going further. Okay, this time you got Perfect 10. This next campaign, you get another character like this as a stretch goal. And if maybe they have it set up so the stretch goals get higher, the more of these you get, which is nice. And then you get some stickers. So let's get all the stickers out. Come on, come on. Got one more sticker in here. I want to pull Power Trip out. So again, Power Trip. So it's basically, it's highlighting 3 of their characters. So it's kind of like a supplemental, if you will. It's not done by the main artist. Okay, oh shoot. Well, it's already torn, so. Okay, so we got stickers. We've got that one. I know that one's Perfect 10. We got a sticker of a mutant scary Rose, radioactive guy. We get a little dominatrix masked girl. We get another girl. She reminds me of Ice Maiden from DC Comics. Very scantily clad, so it definitely would not be Ice Maiden. We all know she was a innocent little prude and covered herself from head to toe. And then we get the Perfect 10 sticker. So again, nice getting stickers. So them aside, and then we have a one sheet of Perfect 10 and no. The cat that's dying is not allowed up on. And I am being serious. I'm not making fun of the cat. The cat has renal kidney failure. We were told that 5 months ago, and he life expectancy when he has renal kidney failure is 6 months. And so we've got the month of September and then October. If we get any time past October that he's still alive, is a bonus. And he's a typical cat, which means he's a pain in the ass. And most likely, he'll probably live for another year and a half and drive us all bonkers. And being a general pain in the ass, he always has been. So, but anyway, back on track. So, we have Perfect 10, and then we have, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out what the name of this girl is. I know there's 3 books. Let's see, this one here, she's highlighted here in this book. So, let's see here. Here we go. And what is she called? American Bliss. So, American Bliss and Perfect 10. So, I'll be very curious to learn about these characters by reading the book. Like I said, I got issue 1 and issue 2. Let's go back to Power Trip real quick. It's 3 stories, and it looks like the way it's done is each story is done by a different artist. So, yeah, this would be like a kind of like an ash can, or this would be like a supplemental book. Either way, again, it gives you the ability to spotlight, and we used to always have like Marvel Presents and DC Showcase. A lot of times they'd use that to spotlight characters that normally didn't get the highlight over the main characters like Superman and Spider-Man. So, and we got one more book here. Oh, definitely have to rebag it. And I'll probably put everything in separate bags instead of 2 comics per bag. And this one is, it says The Art of Genuine Comics. So I wonder if this is like various sketches and such. So, but, oh, no, it's not. We have a pin-up here talking about the team. They're called the Free Radicals, and tells us who the artist is. And then we have another one. Oh, so it's the Free Radicals versus the Prime Syndicate. Okay, so just soaking in the artwork. Earthling. He looks interesting. Earthling and Primavera. And we know from this, this is Earthling, and we know this is Primavera. A Poison Ivy type character. Love Child. We got Force Majeure. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. They look like they're elementals. So yeah, we got Earth, probably Wind, Fire, and Water. And yeah, again, yeah, look at that, how she's drawn now with this. So yeah, kind of she's Wind, Water, Earth, Fire. The Earth guy looks kind of cool. Let me move this over. Yeah, he would be interesting to stipple. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if someone did a drawing of him of like his face and shoulders, or even the whole body shot. It would look better if it was just the head and shoulders, close up like a portrait. Now I could stipple the hell out of that thing. Another double, and this one's a double page spread. Let's see, make sure we got, okay. Got Gem. So yeah, this reminds me of the old pin-up books that Marvel used to do, like how they get their swimsuit issue. Um, a lot of times they did one issue of Marvel Presents that was all pin-ups, and they had John Byrne do the cover, and it was neat because they had John Byrne here as if he was on a camera holding like a photographer, and all the heroes were surrounding him, and then over here there was like a backdrop, and one character was stepping off the stand with a, and then another character was ready to step up onto the stand with a backdrop, and John Byrne was going next, and that was a real, that's one of my favorite pinup books. I'll have to take a look and see. I think I think I got that signed by one of the artists in the book, so it's in the signed collection. So more Gem, and but yeah, just, I mean, this is nice because what's nice about this is that it gives you the ability to be introduce more of your characters from the universe to them, help introduce them without uh, story, and it gives also, it highlights the various artists, whether it be artists that are going to be in this book or artists that you're thinking about using. Doing pinup books is a good way to gauge uh, whether the talent that's either seeking you out or you're seeking out. It gives you a good gauge as to what their work ethic is, whether how they get stuff dinner in time, whether the pinup is as good as the other pieces they showed you. A lot of times when you see portfolios or people are sending you stuff, uh, they'll send, and I do it too. You send your own stuff of your own characters, and one of those where it's like, well, that's neat, but I need you to see how well you do my character. Okay, and that's one thing. That was like, if you're not doing your own book, you're work for hire, and this is a good way to gauge uh, uh, your talent, the upcoming talent that you might want to employ. So we got the Empowered. So looks like a group of young radical kids. We got Perfect 10, going with a lot of Perfect 10. And then you see how there are various influence. This one I can see some J. Scott Campbell influence, along with a little bit of Madeira and Nayok. Regiment. Him also is grotesque. He looks like if I got, if someone did a good drawing of him, he'd be, with all the veins and everything, he would be a fun one to stipple. And see, actually, if I was doing, let's say, this piece, I was sent the pencils for this, and I was, okay, you're being commissioned to do this one. Let's go with a pencil. Standard number 2 because it's yellow and it stands out. If I was doing this one, uh, I would go with the nib straight down, put the dots in and put all the darks in, and him. But when I'm doing her, I would take the nib and I'd flip it over and I'd use the back end of the nib, so you'd have really fine dots, almost, when you're done looking at it, it'd be very misty like. So that way, even though it's stippling, it would still be delicate for the feminine features and make her very attractive. And then give you ability to show off doing the hair with stippling, the costuming. I'd use probably a 109 nib So it had, because in 109 versus 102, 102 is very flexible. You can get a lot of different types of dots, um, whereas the 109 is much stiffer, and you end up with a much more uniform dot no matter how hard you press or how light you press. And I do that for the costuming. And then, of course, uh, I would go crazy with, let's see if I can bring this in. Yeah. So I'd really go into town on these rocks. Um, a lot of times I discover that when I'm doing stippling, when I'm doing like rocks or whatnot, I don't go in and draw all the details of the rock. I just I just go in, draw the shape, and then I go in and stipple. And how, because you're using a 102, you're not using a mechanical pen, it's not consistent. So you'll get all those divots and ripples in rocks that you normally don't get with other standard inking techniques. So I got a page or two left, but let's raise it back up. There we go. And that guy's muscled up big time. So we have Earthling, Dreamer or Dream Girl, and we have Stealth, and it's versus Hellgate. I'm guessing it's these three versus this guy. So, and again, I would I would go to town on all this rubble, and then how they just use the computer coloring to do the misty air background. I would put that in with stippling to show that, just really fine dots to give it that misty look to it. And then Replica versus Mandroid. So now I didn't get this level. There was one level higher, I think, that you could have got your Dream Girl. I didn't get it. I just went for the Power Trip and the first two books. So this was a surprise. I like this one. And got the one sheet along with quick recap. So we've got that. We have Power Trip. We have all the stickers. The standee. And then lastly, we've got book 1 and book 2. I'm not going to take them out right now. Although I'm liking it. The artist, I get the sense he's a fan of Todd Naok, who did Young Justice, the first run with Peter David. That's the feel I'm getting from how he does his style. He's heavily influenced by that. Let's see here. I'll just turn this upside down. The only thing I'm not crazy about is the thighs are really wide, but the butt's small. Personally, okay. I have not really noticed that with Todd Naok's style. I don't know if it's this artist's particular style, but the butt doesn't look right. It doesn't stand out. And when you're doing a woman, specifically a woman in this type of pose, you want to show off the AAT, or yeah, that's how Dan Fraga puts the AAT, ass titty. You want this leg, you want this to come in more to really help this cheek stand out. And you'd want to be able, that way, by slimming down these thighs, you'd really get the butt cheeks to stand out much more. So, but okay, so there we go. It is Labor Day weekend, and it is literally in about a minute and a half. Shane Davis is going to be launching Inglorious Rex on Ethan's channel. Ethan's been very generous, and the top tier artists or creators he highlights and he does campaigns just specifically to launch them. So yeah, give big push right off the gate. Many artists who show up on Ethan's channel, they meet their stretch goals in the very first day. Uh, but this is what's great about Comicsgate is this was never on Ethan's channel. Okay, the artist, the creator was never on Ethan's channel, and I never saw him promote it. I'd seen it on Indiegogo streaming through all the different books. Cause I was like, I think I might want to check it out. But I found out about this, and I saw the artist for the first time on Late Nights Comicsgate with Michael Bancroft. Um, I encourage anybody, okay, uh, who is following uh, Comicsgate books, or you are just a fan of independent press, uh, whether you're campaigning on Kickstarter or if you are campaigning on Indiegogo, you really want to be checking out Michael Bancroft's show. He does a great job of helping promote uh, these people that aren't getting the major spotlight with the big channels. Um, this is one. He did one last week or 2 weeks ago. It was Shadow Sentry. Um, he was doing it was ending the promotion campaign. It was going into in demand, and he does that a lot. He does whether it's just launching, whether it's just where his campaign's ending and going in demand, or whether the campaign's being closed out completely. He brings in those characters. He helps bring awareness and bring spotlight to them that otherwise they may not get. And it's not just Michael Bancroft's show. If you're going to be doing a campaign, don't limit yourself to trying to get on Ethan's campaign or giving him super chats to read it, promoting your book. Okay, there's Michael Bancroft's show. Uh, uh, Alterna Comics, Pete Samedi, he does a show on Monday nights, promoting books that are just starting or will be starting or are in demand. Uh, Renee, Renee Draws, who is creating Fiendish, she has her own show. She gets people on there, and Dan Fraga or in Fraga June, and he'll probably also do it in Fragtober. He does a lot of uh, interviews and spotlights, and when he does his draw streams, he doesn't a lot of times have the guys who are in the mainstream. He has a lot of like other guys who are minor names that you may not have learned about, and he does a great job promoting them. I know I'm leaving out a lot of other Red Valkyrie, another one. In fact, I remember one Red Valkyrie was saying how like they would love to uh, have you on to when your book launches, but you can't just contact them. You have to plan. You have to contact them months in advance so they can work you into their schedule. And so again, you want to be on a lot of different shows. If you really want to do a successful campaign, you want to be looking at and finding all these different shows. Another one just popped in my head is Mandy Summers. I'm waiting on her Pirate Queen to show up. I backed Pirate Queen before I even knew who Mandy was. Um, and these books here, like Perfect 10, Pirate Queen, these are important books. Okay, these are Indiegogo, Comicsgate, homegrown books. These are not your artists who were in the mainstream and have left the mainstream or are no longer getting work in the mainstream. Because that's the big thing is that a lot of these artists who were working in the mainstream, the reason why they're doing these campaigns, many times it wasn't because they were kicked out. Some of them were. We all know some of them were. But others, basically their time had come editors weren't contacting them anymore and saying, nope, I don't need you. Don't have any work for you. We don't like your style anymore. We don't care about the fact that you were always uh, or always meeting your deadlines. Uh, you're you're the old guard. We want the new, fresh stuff. And it's really hurtful how all these people who were producing really good books, um, these pat on the backs uh, that they're getting, that's what's going on in the industry, um, they're not paying bills. Okay, if DC and Marvel or any other, if they're not paying, if they're not going to be giving you work, and you're going to be crowdfunding a campaign, Comicsgate and all the various channels that are related to Comicsgate, this is the medium that they need to use to promote their books, and along with doing what I'm doing videos, so that way you can get your name out. So hopefully others will start tuning in when I'm doing something other than a book review. I have other videos posted on me when I'm doing stippling, and I hope more people will watch them. If content is boring, I apologize. Um, but hey, I'm working on my book. I want to promote my book about monsters are real, and the Pennsylvania Game Commission has a secret division, and it's their job to take care of these monsters. When there's a incident with one of these monsters, and the cops are there, and the FBI is there, this secret division of the Pennsylvania Game Commission, they roll in, flash their badges, and say, "We have jurisdiction. You guys all need to leave." They don't have a choice. They have to leave. And then they take care, and then they go over from there. Or if they say, "Okay, these are the resources we need," and basically they have a higher authority than any other, than the federal government or the local enforcement. Okay, and that's the book I'm working on, and I think it's a really neat idea. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and it's hard to promote a book when without giving away too much. That's the hardest thing. So I hope you like this, and if you like it, please give it a like. Feel free to leave a comment and subscribe. That's the only way that the small channels like this, they're just starting grow, is by subscribing and checking out. Whenever I get a campaign, you get two reviews from, you get two videos. You have the unboxing video, and then when I'm done reading all the books, I will do a book review. Okay, now I've got I got 3 books here I need to review. I've got issues 1 and 2 of Perfect 10. I have Power Trip, and I've got this book. And this book, the art of genuine comics, I've kind of already done that one with a flip through. When I do the reviews for these, I'm not going to be flipping through the whole book. I'll try to... Actually, you know what? I can do a full review and not worry about teasers or not stuff, because this is book 1. The campaign was to promote book 2, and it's been closed out. So the only way is when he does a book 3, that's when you'll have the opportunity to get these books again. And I'll give you a review, and it's a honest and fair review. And that's the thing, is that I will be critiquing the book on my feelings and opinions on it. I'm not going to say, "Oh, this." If I give a review, it's going to be honest, but it's going to be a critique. It's not going to be a bashing on this person. It's not going to be a bashing on the work. It's going to be a critique of the storytelling, of the art, of the storytelling. Okay? So have a great day, and remember, always keep stippling.